What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Baggers and Brews channel. And if you're watching this, today is Thirsty Thursday.
It is.
Gotta edit and then you gotta roll footage. All right. All right.
What are we drinking, man?
So today we are drinking a New Jersey beer from SOURCE Brewing in Colts Neck, New Jersey, and the beer is called #Skater Girl.
Skater Girl.
And this is an American blonde ale, 5.5 ABV. So I think you guys can handle this.
I don't know, it's been a while.
It's getting to be that summer beer type of season.
Now, have either of you been to SOURCE Brewing?
Have not.
Okay, I have, but I have not had this beer. So
how was it?
It was a nice brewery. It looks like it's in a big
Old milk house.
like a farmhouse
old dairy
kind of
farm.
yeah. But they redid it, and it's a beautiful tap room.
They say it's a 125-year-old dairy barn.
Did not know that.
And the owners of SOURCE Brewing were actually on Shark Tank. He invented
I did hear about that.
a dispensary, like a beer tap that you could put on top of your beer can, and you could, have it carbonated out like it was on tap.
Okay.
Interesting. That did not.
Yeah,
know.
that's
So now, if you do live in the area and you're able to get there, they also have on the property, and I don't remember the name of it, but there's a distillery there.
Awesome.
So you can go into the tap room and get beers, or you can go 20 yards away and get alcohol mixed cocktails and stuff made right there.
so that's definitely a place I
It's
would
a
like
good
to
spot.
write to because
It's a good spot.
the options. Nice.
All right.
Ooh. Smells like a blonde.
Nice straw color. All right.
Yeah.
Light, a little hazy, it looks like. Now, you're not a fan of blonde ales normally.
I could take them or leave them. Because they always leave me wanting more.
Yes.
Well, they're not designed to be like that hoppy, crazy, hot.
I understand that.
Bitter. I think this is very good for blonde ales. It's got a lot of flavor in a very light beer.
It's definitely light,
Yeah.
crisp.
I get the crisp out of it too. But it's leaving a little bit of a tart, strong taste.
That's not appropriate.
I think it's got a nice little citrus finish. Would be good for a very hot day. The cool thing about SOURCE Brewing is they do, farmhouse brewery. SOURCE Farmhouse Brewery is the actual name of the brewery, and they try to brew with the seasons and in conjunction with, beers for that type of year. And I think if you go there during the summer, you're probably going to see more of that. I think this is a good example of a summer blonde ale. It's definitely got more character than I would expect.
Clean, crisp. It's got that. I feel like it's a classic blonde ale smell.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got a little grapefruit in there.
And I think that's where I'm getting
That flavor that you're
That-
not necessarily in love with.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, I'm not digging that aftertaste that it's
It's having a bite for me.
So, it's the one flavor that I'm missing, and that I don't mind missing, I think, is clove. And a lot of times in blonde ales, I get that kind of clove, allspice, more from the yeast than from anything, but it's not there, and I don't mind that it's not there. I think it makes this beer a little bit lighter and a little bit more refreshing.
What's steezy? Is that a skater term?
Yeah, Steezy Radnar.
Steezy Radnar. Yeah.
a gnarly.
I don't know.
That's a
I've
gnarly.
never been on a skateboard, so. Huh. I don't know.
But listen, I like it. I think hot day, especially if you were to stop there on a bike after riding on a hot day. I mean, this is a nice light beer that would,
Yeah, I mean, I highly doubt I would
this wouldn't be what you would order.
order
because
this. on a hot day.
Yeah, you have to be a fan of blonde ales to actually order this.
To really appreciate
it.
The clean,
it's got that
fresh, crisp
that nice
taste of it.
That nice white foam head on it. That's typical of that kind of beer. I think it's a great example.
I will trust
I
your
really do.
take on that, because I can probably count the number of blonde ales I've had on, well, if not one hand, two.
I think I'm definitely getting grapefruit, maybe like a little lime. Not, again, not getting that clove and stuff that I,
no clove.
would sometimes expect from this type of beer. And I think, that makes it, to me, that makes it nice and light, and cleaner.
Very light.
So listen, they're a great brewery. They have not been going at it very long, a couple of years now.
Yeah, no, they're fairly new.
And I got to tell you, they are making a name for themselves. They really are. I mean, we have in the Northeast a number of, legitimate craft breweries who've been, pounding at it for quite a long time. And these guys came onto the scene, in Colts Neck, New Jersey, right in the middle of the state, really. If you look at a map, it's the state's divided by, Route 195.
It's a pretty affluent neighborhood, right?
And it's an affluent area of New Jersey, more affluent. They decided to do farmhouse-style brewing, and they found a 125-year-old dairy barn to do it in.
It's a great atmosphere. Again,
Yeah.
we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there this season. I'll take these guys. It's a really cool atmosphere. They got a pretty cool. They got an upstairs, and off of the upstairs there's a deck, and then there's a downstairs, and I mean it's a beautiful building, and it's decorated nicely. It's just a cool vibe.
So Source Farmhouse Brewing was one of those breweries that when all this pandemic stuff happened, they were very hard to get beers from them. Not because they weren't making them, because they were so popular.
Yeah.
Their website was completely sold out within 20 minutes of them dropping a new beer.
Yeah.
I tried several times when it all happened and never was able to get in and order a beer.
Like I said, I mean, these guys, they are marketing savvy. I mean, when you Google them, there's no problem. They come right up, on the Google search. They've got a Facebook page. They've got Instagram. We'll link all that below. And the beers, I haven't had enough of their beers, I think, for them being as close to us as they are, because I don't see them necessarily in our local liquor stores. Like, we still have to go there.
This might actually be the first Source beer I've had since going there.
Yeah, because you bought this locally.
I bought this locally right here.
You had the berry over at my place.
Okay. I guess it wasn't that memorable.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Which, I mean, it's funny now because, I mean, it's really styles that the berry, whatever that was, and this, just
It's two
styles,
different styles
that I'm not into, but like
Yeah.
I did have beers at the brewery that I liked, that I really enjoyed, so it's nice. It's
I mean,
nice
listen,
place.
you guys like that hop, you like that bitterness, you like big ABV beers. This beer is none of those things,
No,
but it is a very good beer.
So go off what George is saying is what he's trying to say.
I like these beers. I like blondes.
He likes, I mean, this is a little bit strong for you at 5.5%.
A little bit. I'm gonna need to see it.
We're gonna have to get you some water, buddy.
So if you are into blonde ales, I would definitely try this.
Yeah.
100%. For being a blonde ale, it's very well.
So what? Real quick before we recap and wrap this up, what are the main flavors and taste that you're getting out of it?
Listen, I'm getting grapefruit, a little bit of lime at the finish. That's a really, what I'm getting. There's not obviously a lot of hop character. I think a lot of the flavor that you're getting in this beer is imparted from the yeast, and not necessarily the hops. It's balanced. It's not overdriven with citrus. It's not overdriven really with anything, and that is, I think, what I like the most about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This really wasn't. I mean, I think Source does have some pretty pricey beers if I remember right, but this 4-pack was only about $14.99, so not bad at all. But kind of expected for
a 5.5%.
5.5% ale. So, all right.
Very good. So let us know, if you've tried blonde ales, if you like them, and if you haven't, and you're a person who doesn't like, the IPAs, or if you don't like bitter beers, go out and get yourself a blonde ale. Give it a try. It's definitely an upgrade from your typical, obviously big box light beers or something that you would drink.
Yes.
The flavor character here is much more than anything you would get there, and it's not bitter, it's not fruity, it's just a nice, usually a good classic beer to have on a hot summer day.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Definitely. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Give us some comments down there. Let us know what you think about blonde ales, what kind of beer you like, what kind of beers you'd like us to review. And maybe we'll do some of those.
Absolutely.
We'll catch you next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Subscribe, like,
Share!
leave us some comments. Peace.